Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss Chapter 3 Ecosystem of Class 8 Biology. So, students, for today, our topics are food chain and food web. So, two topics we are going to discuss today. Student, you remember that in the previous lecture we have discussed about biotic components and abiotic components of ecosystem. Now, this food chain This food chain is an important part of ecosystem. Food chains they will always play an important role in maintaining the balance of the ecosystem. Students, various organisms in an ecosystem interact with each other. So, the interaction between them mainly occurs in the form of dependence for feeding. Means they depends on each other for the purpose of feeding. So why this feeding is important? This feeding is important in order to get the energy. So the living organisms in an ecosystem are linked to each other through a systematic chain. So why they are linked? They are linked in order to get the food. So what happens in a food chain? The energy from one organism it is transferred to another organism through food. So the food is manufactured at the producer level, and that food in the form of energy is transferred to next trophic level. So there are different trophic levels in the food chain that we will discuss later on. Now what actually happens in the food chain, the autotrophs or the producers, when they produce the food, that food is consumed by the herbivores, then they are consumed by the secondary consumers. So in the same way the energy flows from one trophic level to another trophic level. So students, I have written some important points here which you have to go through deeply. See what actually is food chain. It is sequence of interlinked organisms which involves transfer of energy from producers to top carnivore. So what food chain is? It is interlinking of organism. Actually in the food chain different organisms are interlinked or interconnected to each other. So what happens during this interlinking? The energy is transferred from the producer, the organism which is producing energy, that energy is being transferred to top carnivores. Second, flow of energy in the food chain is unidirectional. Means it only flows in a single direction, that is from producer to consumer. Each food chain involves different steps in which energy transfer occurs. So these steps it is known as trophic level. Food chain are straight and generally have 3-4 trophic levels, and some food chain may have 5 trophic levels. So generally the food chains they have 2, 3 or 4 trophic levels, but in some it may vary and it may be up to 5 trophic levels. Now student, you can see here I have drawn a generalized form of food chain. You can see here it is a generalized form of food chain. So what actually is happening in this food chain? You all know sun is the ultimate source of energy on the planet Earth. So first of all, you can see here the arrows which I have made. What these arrows are indicating? The arrow, this long arrows, it is indicating flow of materials, and these blue one small arrows, only headed arrows, what they are indicating? They are indicating flow of energy. So ultimately the sun is the source of energy. So from sun, what these autotrophs, what these producers are doing, they are producing energy. Then the herbivores, which are also known as primary consumers, they depend on this autotrophs or producers for the food. Then these herbivores, they are consumed by primary carnivores. Then primary carnivores are consumed by secondary carnivores. Secondary carnivores, they are consumed by tertiary carnivores. So this primary carnivores, secondary carnivore and tertiary carnivores, they all together known as secondary consumers. So you can see here, from these, flow of material is also there and flow of energy is also there. When all of these, they are getting decayed, the product is getting decayed, and there is process of excretion. Ultimately what is happening, these all are getting mixed into the soil, and again you all know that producers, green plants are producers, that is they are autotrophs, and they derive the raw material from the soil, and this cycle continues. And heat energy they are getting from the sun. So this autotroph, it is again able to photosynthesize and is able to produce the food. So this is a generalized form of food chain. Now students, see, according to the number of trophic level, a food chain may end at primary consumer level or tertiary consumer level or quaternary level. So you can see here some of the food chain, like terrestrial food chain, means food chain on the land. So two-step food chain is vegetation, that is producer, they are directly being eaten by the elephant, that is herbivore. So this food chain, it is ending at primary consumer level. Three-step food chain, you can see grass, that is producer, is being eaten by the deer, that is herbivore, and that deer is being eaten by the lion, and lion is carnivore. So this is a three-step food chain. Third one, you can see here four-step food chain. Grass, it is being eaten by insect. Insect is being eaten by the insectivorous birds. These are carnivores 1, and this insectivorous birds, it is being eaten by hawk. This is carnivore 2. So it is a four-step food chain. So these are the food chain on land. Next we will see the food chain in water. You can see here aquatic food chain. So vegetation, that is producer, the vegetation is being eaten by the elephant, which is a herbivore. This elephant in turn, how, see, when it will die, it will decay, it is being eaten by the small fish, that is carnivore, and these small fishes, that is carnivore 1, they are being eaten by large fishes, that is carnivore 2. So some examples of food chain you can see here. Plants, they are eaten by elephant. Grass eaten by deer. Deer is eaten by tiger. Grass is eaten by grasshopper. Grasshopper is eaten by frog. Frog is eaten by snake, and snake is eaten by eagle. Now students, you can see according to second law of thermodynamics, this second law of thermodynamics which you study in physics, the transformation of energy from one form to another forms involves dissipation of energy in the form of heat. It means whenever there is change in the form of energy, there is loss of heat. So the energy obtained at each trophic level, it keeps on decreasing. So this I will make you understand by the following diagram. You can see here, students, according to second law of thermodynamics, whenever there is transformation of energy from one level to another, there is dissipation, that is loss of heat. So the energy obtained at each trophic level, this is level, this is also level, level and level. So it keeps on decreasing. It means producers, they are having maximum amount of energy. Then when primary consumers like herbivores, they are depending on producers, the amount of energy reached to them is less. Again, the amount of energy which reaches to secondary consumer, it is less, and ultimately when the energy is being taken by tertiary consumer, it is very much less. So you can see, the students, about 90% of energy is lost in the form of heat at each trophic level. So at each trophic level, how much? 90% of energy is lost in the form of heat. So next we are going to discuss food web. Students, you can see web, you all know web. Web का मतलब होता है जाला. You have seen the web of spider. So you can see in that web different patterns are there. So actually food web, what it is interconnected network of several food chain within an ecosystem. So different food chains are interconnected, they are interlinked with each other and they form food web. So food chains are connected to each other at various trophic levels and they form different feeding connections. Now see why this food web is important. Food web, it provides an alternative pathway to obtain food. It means the organism, it does not depend on a single source, it can depend on multiple source also. So food web, it helps in development of the ecosystem. So these food webs, they play a major role in the development of the ecosystem, as well as they helps in controlling the overpopulation of plant and animal species. Students, you all know that at each level, if there is increase in the population of individual, then it causes harm to the environment. So to maintain the ecological balance, this food chain as well as the food web, it plays a major role. So already I have told you that food chain is a chain in which the organism eats another organism and is being eaten by some other organisms. So this maintains an ecological balance. Now food chains get interlinked with each other and forms a complicated interlocked pattern. This pattern is not straight. Like you have seen in food chain was a straight chain, but food web is not a straight. It is complicated interlocked pattern. Students, I will explain you with this with help of diagram. You can see here, I hope it is clear to you. In this food web, the plant matter or the grass, it can be eaten by different consumers. So various primary consumers, they depends on this grass or they eat this grass. Like caterpillar is there, grasshopper is there, and rats are there. So students, you can see grass, it can be eaten by the caterpillar, it can be eaten by the grasshopper, it can be eaten by the rat, it can be eaten by the rabbit. So all these are primary consumers. Now what happens, you can see the plant matter is eaten up by various primary consumers such as grasshopper, rats, rabbit, goat, deer, etc. So all these are part of different food chain as shown below. See, plant, it is consumed by grasshopper, grasshopper is consumed by frog, frog is eaten by bird, and birds are eaten by tiger. Same, plant eaten by caterpillar, caterpillar eaten by bird, bird eaten by snake, and snake eaten by eagle. So what we have to observe in this, snake may feed on both frog as well as on bird. So the two food chains get interlinked. So this is actually a food web. So you can see in the diagram also, see, interlocked pattern is there, not a straight pattern, it is interlocked pattern.